Hey everyone, welcome back to Tacos Bee Casa. Today we've got a big episode in store for you. Stick around to the end because we're going to announce the winner of the queen naming contest for a chance to win Tacos Bee Casa stickers. And I will tell you, it was a tight competition. You're going to notice that I probably made a few mistakes over the last couple weeks with these brand new bees. One of the ones that I did was I used the telescoping cover, but I didn't actually telescope it. So we're going to take that off and we're going to get in the bees. We're going to see if we can find the queen today. If we can, we're going to mark her. This year's color is white. Every year has a different color. And the reason for that is just so you know what year she was born. Usually it's a 5-year process. So it starts with white and then it goes on in kind of a red, green, yellow, orange, one of those combinations. But this year is white. So we're going to mark her if we can find her. If not, we're still going to name her. And then we're going to clean up the frames. Last week, you might have noticed I left some comb at the bottom of the frames. I'm just curious to see what it does. I'm a rookie guy, so we'll just see what happens. And then after that, as always, I'll leave you with some B-roll.
A few moments later.
All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the top cover and the I put a medium on there. I need to actually build an actual venting frame for it. I have the wood. I just ran out of time this week, but next week we will make it happen. But right now this is good enough. You'll see we have got plenty of room to work here now. And the inner cover is no longer sticking to the top cover, which is great. So we're going to put this aside for a minute and see what the girls have done on top. Not expecting a whole lot, but man, they have been busy bees this week. Look at that. Should not have the queen up here because we put the excluder on last week. Yeah, so we just got workers right now. So everything's good for now there. Get them to go down. Go down there. Yep, there she goes. All right, so let's remember we only put 9 frames in here last week because we wanted them to draw it out. And look at there. They've already started drawing out the comb on the top. That is a good sign. That one's still relatively clean, but you can see they've started down here at the bottom. Oh, sorry, camera. That's what you get when you got one camera operator, and that's me and the beekeeper. So these other frames are relatively empty. I can see that now. So we are going to put this on top and go looking for our queen. And healthy bees, look at that. Lots of healthy bees in there. Let's see if we can get them to go down a little bit. Couple puffs. Queen excluder. Off. and let's get to work. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, last week, this frame was completely empty and they were working on the inside. And now this frame is being built up on the outside and you can see the honey has expanded. Last week it was just right here where my thumb is. Right there where my thumb is. And now they've expanded it all the way out, and all the rest of these have nectar in them. They have been working. No queen. Make sure there's no queen. Nope, there's no queen. All right, that's good. And I think these guys are trying to make a swarm, and I'll show you why. I don't see the queen here, but if you look right here, where my finger is, where my thumb is, that is a queen cell. And so she is building a queen cell. It doesn't look like it's charged, but she's building a queen cell. Look how much bigger it is than the rest of the brood, right? It's bigger than your drones, and that is going to be a queen. So we are going to get rid of that cell, because at this time of the year we don't want them to swarm, because she'll take half the hive and then they'll take all the resources, and then both hives will be in trouble. So we're going to take that off. And the queen on there. All right, so here is a good example of the brood here. And what's really nice is how white it is. There's no red dots on it. This is a drone brood. The red dots would indicate that we have varroa, and at least in this sample that I just checked, we don't. And so we have a healthy swarm here, or we have a healthy hive, I should say. All right, so there you have it, folks. So inspection is completed. We're going to add some new Swiffer pads for the hive. The other ones did not have any, thankfully, did not have any hive beetles on it. You have one with a bee on it. See if I can save her. Yes, go free. Saved her. Fresh Swiffer for the hive beetles in case there are any. Unscented, of course. All right, let's just space them up now. And I think now is a good time to mention that that space in between the frames is the perfect space. It was discovered by Dr. Langstroth in the 1800s. That is the perfect space for the bees. It's called the bee space, fittingly enough. Now back to our excluder. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're getting a little bit loud. They're like, all right, you've been in long enough. We got work to do. Get out of here. Honey super back on top. We did find one hive beetle. Look at there. One hive beetle leads to many. So good thing we put fresh Swiffer in there. Not a sponsor. It's just what we use. Temporary spacer for now till I build the other one. Next week we'll do that. All right, so welcome back. Hive inspection's done. A couple things we checked out. We checked out some brood to make sure that they don't have varroa mites on it. Perfectly white brood, which is a great sight for a beekeeper. Second thing, I was checking their wings, make sure their wings are fully formed. That could be an indicator of different diseases that I may have to treat for. And then we checked, make sure we had brood, make sure we had cap brood, and we got rid of that queen cell that was at the bottom. Now, there's another type of queen cell that I would leave at this time of year because it would be a supersedure cell. And what that is the queen is either gone or she died or whatever. And they'll build that in the middle of the frame. So the bottom of the frame, if she's building those, that means she wants to swarm. If they build it in the middle of the frame and they're feeding that egg royal jelly, that'll turn into a supersedure cell, and that'll be the new queen for the hive. But that's not why you're here. You want to know who won the naming contest of the queen, and I'm here to tell you it was very close. In fact, it was so close that we couldn't agree. So we had to flip a coin. So it came down between Queen Labifa and suggested by Brad, and Amidala, suggested by Annabelle. And it was a 2-2 tie. So we had to flip a coin, and the grand prize winner of the bumper sticker is Brad. Our queen's name will be Queen Labifa. But since it was such a good suggestion, we have a second prize to go on your tumbler or your coffee cup. So Annabelle, you're getting a sticker as well. Thanks to everyone who commented. If you disagree, comment in the chat. And but it's going to be Queen Labifa. And when we finally find her, I'm going to mark her. I will promise you I will record that for you. But thank you everyone for being here. I always appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I've had a couple people say they're not getting the notifications, and then turns out they didn't hit the notification bell. So make sure you do that. And thank you. And we'll see you next Sunday. And we'll see where this beekeeping adventure takes us. If you have any other comments about what I'm doing wrong or anything, feel free to put them in the comments. Thanks. Taco out.